Welcome to the Small Ideas Podcast. My name is Marco. With me, we have...
Ready.
You weren't ready?
With me, we have...
Hi, I'm Margot.
Ben.
Justice.
Abby.
And Marco.
And right back to me. So, we have no idea what we're doing because it's the first episode. And everybody's very confused. And I asked people to look up topics and nobody has any clue what we're going to talk about.
Let's talk about guns.
We're going to start off the podcast with talking about guns immediately.
Yeah.
What kind of guns do you have, Justice?
I'm not going to disclose that.
This. Yeah. I don't like how this topic represents us.
No, we're going to talk about both.
Round one. Guns. Can I tell them the story again about yesterday with Al?
Yeah.
So, probably shouldn't have said his name, but I have a coworker who we were talking yesterday, and he was asking me about Obamacare and how terrible it is. And I was like, okay. And of course, because I'm an asshole, the first thing I asked him was, what do you think about the Affordable Care Act? And he immediately was like, well, that's not good either. And I was like, yeah, it's not good either? Like, so they're two different things? And he kind of just stared at me. And he was like, well, yeah, because the Affordable Care Act does whatever he explained it as. And I just, stared at him, and I was like, you do realize that the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare are the same things, right? And he was just, dead silence. But for the rest of the time, he was, arguing with me, saying that the government shouldn't be allowing people to, or not allowing, but forcing people to have a service because there's people in, America that can't pay enough money for insurance.
I mean, they're already doing that with Amazon and Netflix. They're sending you emails.
That is the exact example I gave to him. I said, okay, here's the thing. You go to the doctors and you don't have insurance, you're paying out of pocket. You go to the doctors and you have insurance, the insurance pays for it, and you pay the insurance monthly. And I was like, what's the difference between that and Amazon Prime? The person who has to pay for shipping, who doesn't have Prime, pays for shipping. The person with Prime doesn't pay for shipping.
And half the shit you do, you can't do nowadays without Amazon or whatever the fuck you're using, iTunes. You can't listen to music with Apple Music.
Unless you want to buy albums.
Or the whole, one song.
Right.
For $2, basically. Stupid.
Thank you for saying his name again.
Unnamed coworker is stupid.
We can just call him Plastic Butthole.
Does that mean that story?
No.
Oh, God.
So, again, coworker who should not be named. He's going to be like our one listener. It's just him getting roasted all the time. Anyways,
we should be making fun of him with his...
Everything's fine. We all know. Anyways, but the first week I started working at my job, he was a good person to talk to because he had a computer and shit, and Abby's not even listening to me right now. It's just
I am.
But he was a good person to talk to because he was into computers and has his own computer and shit. And a week into me knowing him, he showed me his Amazon order list, which he shares with his parents. So I don't know how he got it past them. And apparently he had ordered one of those sex dolls, but it was literally just the bottom half of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I know.
And now when we ask him about it, he just says that he threw it away. And I was like, why did you throw it away? And he's like, well, it ripped. So he's definitely used enough times.
I like the ones, have you seen the ones that are the bottom half, but then they just stick the boobs on there randomly?
Oh, it's just the torso with the vagina?
No, there's not even a torso. Hold on. I can find one. I'm looking at the same lady who,
The same lady?
The same lady that talked about...
that she showed us the picture of?
Yeah, that she was
She was guess who this looks like?
Rape.
Oh, okay. Margo's gonna have to start using her outside voice because I know I can't hear her.
Oh, I'm sorry. My outside voice.
I'm glad Halloween's over.
Glad Halloween's over?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Halloween's just so in your face nowadays. You don't have time to enjoy it on your own.
All I'm thinking about right now is the Danny DeVito picture with the caption is Halloween too sexy for kids. I don't understand. What do you mean a hole in your face? It's Halloween. It's just like Christmas.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting too old to enjoy Halloween. Maybe
You're never too. I think you're old enough to where it's weird to go trick or treating, but not old enough to drink on Halloween. That's the thing.
You can still dress up. Like, it's
Right.
not weird if you dress up.
I mean, I was working, so that's probably another issue.
It'd be nice if we all had like cubicle jobs and then like try to throw Halloween parties where everyone had to dress up.
Could be like The Office in their Halloween.
Yes.
I want a pumpkin stuck on my head.
Alright, great break.
So catching back up with the Obamacare Act thing, he was talking to me, like we went into that whole argument too, and then it somehow led into him saying that people who do drugs, the drug should be legalized, and it's just matters what happens that they do when they legalize the drug. So like, for example, if you're smoking weed and you drive your car and you kill somebody in a car accident, or you like hit somebody with your car, you shouldn't be charged for smoking weed. You should be charged for just killing somebody, because weed is technically legal.
I don't like that.
But in reality, people get charged for DUIs with alcohol, and alcohol's legal.
But I mean, look at this way. If there was a
Link dump.
Oh,
So Abby's
alright.
showing us a picture now of just like tits and a mouth, and somehow a vagina is
This
right
is
below
what I imagined
the
you thought when you
boobs.
said that.
in some way. No, it's just the butt and the vagina.
You think they can stick it in the mouth
I
too?
really hope not.
should we put this picture on the video?
Yeah, just on the whole the YouTube video the whole time. It's just gonna be that.
I'll blur it. Don't worry.
God. Or like this one.
It's just like a bug.
Stop showing
Yes,
pictures.
this would be-
What the hell is that?
Why
if you're
would
under
you-
the age 18, don't click the link dump. Have you saved those links?
This one!
No, God,
It's
stop.
a single boob.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me see.
It's
What?
a vagina on the other.
You're
It's
just
like a
like,
fungus.
you just want to grab it while you're like,
You just...
Oh my god.
This is a hard thing to get off of.
Flogna, you guys are going.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
man.
it's be fucking rad.
Yeah. Very excited.
Ooh. No more pictures, Abby.
What about Flogno? I didn't hear.
I said be rad.
It's gonna be rad.
Who's
Yeah, man.
going?
Yeah, you have a
Me.
lineup.
Just
Have they added anybody to the lineup?
Not
I
that I
haven't
know
seen
of.
it.
It seems
You
like a
sure?
lot
Oh,
less
I
people
didn't
there this year than it was last year.
Yeah.
Less people?
Yeah,
Like less artists and shit? Yeah.
yeah. Because I felt like
Mhm.
last year was like so much that we couldn't even get to everybody. So I guess, and it's in Dodger Stadium, so I bet it's like way smaller than what it was last year.
Are there going to be rides?
There's always rides, boy.
It's a carnival.
And a camp, and
Yeah.
a vlog and a nah.
That's why it's called Camp Carnival.
Camp Carnival vlog nah.
When they add that to the title,
It's just there.
is it CC Flogna?
Yeah.
I'm glad we started it off by grabbing everyone's attention by talking about plastic
Asses.
buttholes. It's just
No
like-
one is paying attention. They're all on their
I
phones.
had-
Yeah,
more,
they're all
but-
playing Minecraft or on their phones right now, so it's fine.
I had more, but I wasn't allowed to talk
Yeah,
about them.
it's okay. We have enough links for the dump.
I
Alright.
can find more later.
So, ASAP Rocky, Amalu, Bane's World, Billie Eilish, Brockhampton, Damo Genesis, Earl Sweatshirt, Flatbush Zombies,
They're good.
Hobo Johnson and the Lovemakers,
Ooh, Hobo Johnson.
Jaden Smith.
He's a bad person.
Is Jaden
George-
Smith actually
He's a
going to
bad
show up
person?
this year?
I don't know.
Hobo Johnson is.
Georgia
I'll tell you
Smith.
later.
Okay.
Caliuchis
I need more information.
should be there. Kids See Ghosts, Left
Your
Brain,
Kelly just...
Little Dragon,
Imagine Dragon.
Little Dragon,
Bro.
Majid Jordan,
I really wish
Men
that
I
Joji was
Trust,
going.
Mike G, Miss Lauren Hill,
Joji's not
Playboy Cardi, Post
mainstream
Malone,
enough.
Pusha T, Raphael Sadiq,
Sadiq.
Ravina, whatever, dude. Rex Orange County,
My man.
Ruel,
Hopefully she'll-
Slow Hollows,
Yes. Oh no,
SZA,
he is, yeah.
Taco,
As
The
soon as it
Internet,
came out, he like
Tierra
tweeted,
Whack,
he was like, I'm gonna go this year, I promise.
Turnstile, Tyler,
Mac DeMarco.
Virgil, and Wallows.
It's a pretty solid lineup. Do you think, how would they, because you know how last year they split up the stages, like, but it's a stadium, so like, Is it gonna be like? Have they given a map or anything for it?
No.
Yeah, just
Nothing
like
I know.
you leave in like what 3 weeks?
It's next week.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's the 9th through the 12th. Yeah.
And you have no information other than who's going,
Not
and it's at
really.
Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I haven't even gotten like the baseball that comes with it. They were just like, no, you can just have the package. It'll be fine. Yeah, I know.
What's special about this baseball?
People who order the ticket got a baseball because it's at Dodger
Yeah.
Stadium.
And
Maybe
it's
they
like,
ran out of baseballs.
oh, I
They're like,
fucking hope not.
that girl got a weird name. Nah.
Is that Margox?
Anytime you guys ever talk about that, because that's the only time I ever hear about it.
Her name?
No.
Oh.
Pink Flogno.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just seems like the name of like a Cartoon Network show to me.
Well, Tyler the Creator is literally a little kid who makes music.
Camp Laszlo. Raj.
Kilo Kish has been added to the lineup.
So I wanted to talk about Fallout
Fallouts.
76 and games in general.
So Abby and I are out.
But so I pre-ordered Fallout 76 so I can play the beta tomorrow. It's like prime time right before the Packers game. Go Pack Go. And I like did YouTube videos on it. Like I was looking at YouTube videos to figure out like what other people think, and it just seems like now and probably for the past 10 years or so, ever since like YouTube was put into the mix, it's all just hate on everybody who makes a video game on what's so bad about this game and like what's missing from it, and people are just like so nitpicky and meticulous with everything that they choose in the game that like it there's more bad than there is good in reviews.
It's mostly because like there's standards that are set from each past game, and if the game doesn't exceed those standards, then it's automatically looked at as a failure. So
Yeah,
like,
but like Fallout 4 wasn't as good as New Vegas, but I still played the hell out of Fallout 4.
but I mean overall, like the general consensus is that it was shit.
I mean,
Does
I
it-
liked Fallout 4.
Yeah, I don't think anybody like really disliked Fallout 4. There's definitely the big fanboys that are like with New Vegas, and I think that's what they're comparing it to the most, is because it's the same thing that happened with Fallout 3 to New Vegas. It was Fallout 3, then like a 2-year gap, and then New Vegas came out, and it was like the best game. So they were expecting Fallout 4 and the best game was going to come out, but in reality, Bethesda's just like trying to do something new, and it's the first time they're doing something like that. Like you can count, I guess, Elder Scrolls Online, but like nobody liked that. And they started adding DLC and stuff and adding new places, and people started enjoying it more. And I think that people need to like take time, especially because the game's in fucking beta. But they need to like take time before they're just like out here raising pitchforks, because the people who are making YouTube videos on it, they're like the voice of reason of the community and like the example of who these people and why they're liking it so much or hating it so much.
So like the thing with betas is the fact that it's like, I think there's a misconception that with a beta, like there's going to be all these changes and everything. People need to realize like the beta is the very first impression. So if you fuck up on the beta and it's not good, then you're automatically going to lose your fan base. So depending on how the beta comes out tomorrow, that's immediately going to set the tone.
That's like a terrible mentality to have, though.
No, it's not. Like, you're going to put out a trash product and be like, oh, it's going to get better, don't worry. Like, no, we want...
No, because it's a beta. The whole point is to fix the things that are broken.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you have to fix the entire concept and the structure of the game. You can just fix little bugs and tweaks here. It should be
Yeah,
almost
that's-
done.
That's the point.
That's what the beta is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying... Like, I think we're getting confused.
You're saying that the beta is the first impression, but it shouldn't be that. The beta is a broken game that you're trying to help the developer fix. That's the whole point of a beta.
But overall, if the beta's not good, then the game most likely isn't going to be good. In my opinion.
So you're not talking about, like... So a lot of the big problems with...
I'm not talking about bugs, glitches, and shit.
You're talking about, like, storyline.
Yeah.
And the actual, like...
playability, how it plays, the visuals, I mean, just general interactions with other players and shit. I mean, Call of Duty, I mean, you can nerf guns all day, but the way it plays, like, if that's going to feel gross during the beta, it's going to feel like that the rest of the time you play. So, like, if it doesn't feel good right off the bat.
But at the same time, me and Ben played the Blackout beta, and I hated it. I hated it. Like there was nothing like fun about it. I was just like, this is cool. If they put it out for free, I would play it because it was free. But because they're attaching a $60 game to it, I'm not gonna get it. And then I bought Black Ops 4, and then you and I played, and you're like, this game is amazing. Like we hadn't. I don't know if it's just like we're jaded because we hadn't played a Call of Duty in like 4 years, but at the same time, it's like that's the final game, that's the final product. And if you're comparing the Blackout beta or the multiplayer beta that they had for Black Ops 4, and then you just end up not buying the game because of the beta, and then you're looking like how I was at YouTube videos and was like, oh man, people are actually like enjoying the game, and Twitch was overflowing with like it was beating Fortnite with Blackout and all of this extra stuff about it.
See, I think Fortnite's on its way out. I think it was just a trend. Like, it just
Fortnite's back on top of Twitch, so I don't know what you're talking about.
no. I just mean like I think it really set the tone for like battle royale games. Because I mean, it was leading up to it, but Fortnite was the one.
Minecraft Hunger Games.
We don't talk about that. No, but it really like set the tone. But like that was like the best one out at the time.
So you're saying like
I think that game in particular is like it's on its way out, but I mean battle royale games like that's the new wave, and with games like Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty that shows like it doesn't always have to be just like Fortnite. It takes away those mechanics. I mean, I think that could be like a possible Fortnite killer.
But you think too, like H1Z1
Mm-hmm.
was out in like what 2015, 2014, and nobody was into that. Like there's a
It
lot
started
of
to
people,
pick up like right before like PUBG. H1 was picking up. Like that was one of the bigger games on Twitch. Then PUBG came out, Fortnite.
I completely forgot about PUBG.
Yeah,
I completely
Damn.
forgot
because it was
You
right
have
before,
like 400 hours in that
for
game.
real.
it was completely before Fortnite. So like Fortnite took away all that thunder, and now Black Ops is starting to do that. And the people who realized, oh, this isn't for me. I like the more cartoonish, like almost kiddie version of this game type. I'm gonna stick on Fortnite. And the ones who are like, I want the more like high paced shooter that I can actually play in first person with guns and blood and violence and shit, they're gonna go to COD. So like it's branching out different pathways is what I'm trying to say. Because there's like, I don't know if you've seen the videos of like those like World of Warcraft style like battle royale games where you have like spells and shit.
You mean like Paladins?
Yeah, I mean they're all kind of, well, Paladins is like an Overwatch ripoff.
Yeah, but they're adding a battle royale mode in
Are they?
Paladins.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that. I played the fuck out of Paladins. I'm not gonna lie.
Boo.
Battle Royale, Overwatch.
So, if we're going on this trend, do you think that like battle royale games do not last as long as like
No, but it's
Team
definitely gonna
Deathmatch
be.
and other multiplayer games like Halo and COD? And
I don't think it's gonna last as long, but I know that it's gonna be included in almost every game for the next few years.
that's really hurt. I really don't want that.
I mean, look at Battlefield 5. They're doing that.
It's another game that's like being completely forgotten over time.
Yeah. And the only thing that they had going for them was their battle royale.
Battlefield?
Battlefield 5, as soon as like the gameplay trailers and shit came out, no one cared anymore. They all saw it as like, oh, this is basically Battlefield 1 with better guns and some weirder ass graphics.
And you
Like,
can build. And it's a different era. That's what you were all hyped about, was that it was a completely different
yeah,
era.
but then I saw the gameplay and I was like, this doesn't feel like World War II. It feels like Battlefield 1 with better guns.
Again, you were basing it off of beta gameplay.
I was just basing it off of the gameplay in general.
on one map.
Yeah, and I'm probably not gonna get the game anymore because of that.
I mean, to be honest, I'm probably not gonna get Battlefield 5 either.
I'm stuck with it because I have Origin access.
That sucks.
Man, you can play and convince us.
Yeah, exactly. Like I always do. Monster Hunter World.
It's like
Shut
Never
up.
played
Shut up.
I feel like I kind of like just totally, I don't know, took World War II games at their prime for granted because like World at War was fucking amazing. What was that before? There's another World War II game that I was playing, but like that shit was amazing. And now all the World War II games, they fucking suck ass. Call of Duty World War II, Battlefield 5, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. It's weird. But moving on, because the girls are getting bored. You want to talk about bugs?
Let's talk about the velvet ant.
Yeah.
The what?
Velvet ant.
It's a
That's
velvet
just that
ant.
it looked too much like a dandelion. I don't really see what. the
Describe
issue
a
is.
velvet ant to me.
Okay, so it's actually a wasp. Not.
So everything's been lied to.
So already we have one strike. It's not a fucking ant.
It's a female wasp. They have one of the most painful stings.
There's two. There's 2 strikes.
I don't know if it's one of the most. I heard that once, but
Why is it called a velvet ant when it's a wasp?
Probably because entomologists
Does it
think
not
they're
fly?
fine. Yeah, it doesn't
It
fly.
doesn't fly.
It kind of looks like
Very
an
sharp.
ant, but it's like big and crawls on the
I never
ground.
had one.
And they have like look like they're covered in velvet, kind of. They're all furry.
And it looks like a dandelion, apparently.
Well, that was Justice's issue with it, is that it looks too much like a dandelion.
Like, I'd sit there and, like, confuse it for dandelion while it's sitting in the cage, and next thing you know, it's just like...
But you know,
If you put the fucking velvet ant in the cage, you're not going to be like, oh, a dandelion.
punked myself.
Just fill it with dandelions. You'll never find it.
It's like a little game just like somebody. He's like, ooh, ooh.
Which one is
Am I
it?
going to be in pain today?
I wake up every morning
He's
and
like,
just
I
reach.
picked 10 dandelions before work.
If I get stung, I don't go in.
Why do y'all fucking make fun of me every fucking time you get a chance? It hurts my feelings.
The roast earlier this week it can never be topped. It was the greatest thing.
I don't want to talk about it.
You guys have the same shorts on.
Oh shit.
It was really good for people who were just listening.
H&M?
No, these are from Target.
Oh, damn, these are from H&M.
You wasted your
Whoa.
money.
Whoa.
These were $9.
I don't know how much these were.
Probably more than $9.
Sure. That's something to argue about.
You tell me I wasted my money.
I thought it was going to be more because it's H&M. H&M.
Their shit's cheap. It's like Forever 21.
Yeah.
Their shirts are like $7.
Ooh, Forever 21. Gross.
I support sweatshops.
Excuse me.
Yikes.
So bleep that part.
I read something once that was like, if you spend less than $30 on a t-shirt, you can like guarantee someone died making it. And
That's a lot of t-shirts.
Yeah, I feel really guilty.
I'm so wait.
This is $14.
Yeah, but like there's websites you can buy like screen printed shirts for like $10. So somebody died in the middle of them printing out the design
Well,
of my
because they
shirt.
didn't make the actual shirt. It's like,
They just bought the shirt.
yeah.
So like
From
we should
Purveyor.
just stop buying Gildan t-shirts. And
Gildan is responsible for millions of
Yeah.
deaths.
This $2 shirt. Somebody's dead somewhere.
Worst is Solon confirmed.
I just love that Abby just comes in with a. I read somewhere. I found this.
I had a dream
I-
about.
I looked at this.
I was just perusing the news
Where
and
did
found
you-
this article about dead people.
Where did you read this?
This chick, this YouTuber I watch about green fashion.
Green fashion.
Oh.
She had a link
What
to
What
it.
is green fashion?
Like sustainable,
Yeah, as opposed to like fast fashion and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
like sustainable environmentally and like
Ethically
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
So, can you give me an example? What
So,
the
like,
difference
if my
between them?
grandma sits in her basement and, like, makes me a sweater
But
out
what if
of,
she
like...
dies in the middle?
I hope not.
Then it's under to $30.
Then you have to sell it for under $30.
So if it's free, does it count, like, in the statistic?
what now?
If it's free? Because that's under $30.
Well, where'd she get the
might
yarn?
just-
She made it.
She made the yarn.
She has some sheep in the back.
She made the yarn. Then yeah.
Can I tell my favorite story about when Justice and Abby first started talking?
Do it.
I don't know what it is.
You don't know. Because there was a day that he was hanging out with us when we were smoking hookah, and he was texting you, and he was sitting there, and you had, like, painted something for him or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
And he straight up almost called you autistic.
Why?
No, okay, hold on. So I was trying to put "you are so artistic" in my phone, My phone changed it to autistic because that's a word I use every once in a while.
Way more than
We
artistic.
really wanted him to send it to see how your reaction would be.
You're so autistic.
And this is like before we started dating. Like this is like the
This is
day
when
I was
we were
like,
talking.
yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I talked to Abby in Spanish class today. She's drawing something. We call her autistic."
I'm not sure how I would react. I think I would most likely like know what you meant, but I'd probably overthink it a little.
She's just sitting there with I don't know.
Just having an existential crisis about being called
He's just
autistic.
He's freaking out because he sent it, so he's sending like a bunch of different other words that don't mean artistic either. He's just like, "Oh,
Creative.
You do really good with colors."
You really know how to put those lines together.
Damn, that's a good line work.
So, feeding off of what Margo said about Joji and Camp Flogna, is Joji signed to any label?
Well, he just came out with an album, didn't he?
Right, but you don't have to be signed to.
Was it self-produced?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because he made it with Rich Brian.
Huh?
He made it with Rich Brian, so isn't he with his label?
Oh, so then he might be with 80 and Rising now.
He
Yeah.
is. Yeah, because half his videos are on 8
That's
and
what it
Roses.
is.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Twitter moment today about Iggy going? She's not signed with anybody anymore. She's independent now.
Iggy?
Mm-hmm.
Iggy Azalea.
Oh.
When's the last time you ever heard about her? I like how there's somehow a Twitter moment out of nowhere.
The only thing I remember about her is like she fell off a stage while trying to rap one time.
Oh, the only thing I remember is the vine of her like spitting into the microphone
Mhm.
and using my shit every time I
Yeah,
see
no,
it.
she was doing that same shit at a different show, and I'm pretty sure she like fell off a stage.
Nice.
And I'm not upset about it at all. Like,
Imagine like next year she comes out with like a Christmas album. She's like, my label was holding me back. She's like, I didn't even want to rap.
the next Mariah Carey.
I'm a born singer. Yeah, I just don't understand the whole label thing and like signing with different people because like it's such a gray area between different artists because you have like artists like Kanye West who have been with the same label since like he started rapping and then like kind of made it his own, and then you have artists like Frank Ocean who left his label because he just wanted to go and do his own thing. And I understand like contracts and stuff are like really binding and having to make that sort of effort every year to release an album or 4 albums or however many the contract makes you do. But at the same time, when you don't have a label, like where's the sense of like I need to like make music and I need to make my fans happy for, you know, liking me in general. Because I mean Brockhampton wasn't signed and they decided like I'm gonna put 3 albums out in 1 year, and everybody lost their minds over it. Now they're signed with RCA, so it's like, what's the dealio? How is the RCA label working? What is the big difference between these two things?
So you know way more about music than all of us?
And I'm asking you guys questions like you guys should know.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel like maybe there's people who labels are right for, and maybe there's people who labels are not right for. Like Frank, who's just like, I'm gonna put out music when I feel like it. And Kanye, who's like, I'm gonna put out 7 different albums in 1 year, and I'm gonna produce all of them. And then I'm gonna come out 3 months later that somebody ghost wrote one of my best songs. Violent Crimes. Just written.
Should I make my own music?
Should you make your own music?
Yeah.
What kind of music?
I could be a country singer.
All right, sing
Prove
us a line.
No, you guys gotta wait for my single.
There's a guitar
What's
over
the
there.
name of your single going to be? Do you have a title?
Backwoods Depression.
Backwoods Depression. So you're a cigarello and you're depressed.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I'm in the backwoods with my depression, just driving my truck, sad as hell. Yeehaw!
Was that a lyric? Did
No.
we just get a snippet?
I hope that's not a lyric.
If you're listening to this right now, make sure you catch that snippet.
No, that's a tagline for the album.
Joji
Hey?
Justice. Next single. Can that be your name?
Joji Justice.
Are you on the Target store?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
show you something. It's the employee store.
I
know
went to look
that.
at my notes because I usually save my dreams in there. Like
Things
I'll
of
write them
shit I
down
don't
real
need.
quick, you know.
You have a
like,
dream
yeah.
journal?
They're like $90.
I tried, but
Like
the only
boy
one
from
that's
Shark
in
Boy and
here.
Lava Girl.
What?
Like the guy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Next.
Dream,
The
dream,
answer is
dream,
yes.
dream, dream, dream.
The only one I have in here is I found a salamander and some red toads made a home in my hair.
Why so specific? Were you like looking at these animals
mean-
beforehand?
No,
Come on, man.
I
What
just
size do you wear?
remembered
Large.
it was a salamander.
Don't-
You dick. So
And then the toads were red.
So you weren't. They didn't have like any meaning to them. It was just random.
No, I just let them live in there.
10 out of 10. What now?
So what was going on behind the scenes is I was showing Ben
Yeah.
showing Ben a shirt I wanted on the Target employee shop, and it's a
Yeah,
It's a-
knows Target. Justice versus Target.
I don't care.
Justice from Target.
Ben from Target.
Oh.
It's a Pride shirt.
What did it say on it?
It's just a dog with
It's
a rainbow
bullseye.
So
flag.
this is the Target dog holding the rainbow flag on a red shirt.
And I'm just curious if I wore it, what our mostly conservative town would have to say about
This is a conservative town.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't pay attention to anything like political.
bullshit.
Everyone's yelling.
Ben's like, look at waveforms. I'm gonna lower that down.
Fix it in post.
What do you mean bullshit?
Who'd you vote for?
What?
He caught me red-handed. I'm not releasing this type of information.
We all know.
We're not gonna start fights. I don't think they know.
You never told me. So didn't ask.
I voted for Jill Stein.
Who? Again,
She was a member of the Green Party.
I voted for
don't know
So
what
you
that is
voted for
either.
someone who's never gonna win.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it is kind of like throwing your vote away, but I voted for her too. So.
I voted for the lesser of two evils.
I voted for Bernie Mac.
I voted for Frank Ocean.
So mac and cheese sounds good right now.
Can you write in Senate like people? Or do
I
they?
thought you could write in people.
Can you do that?
I thought so.
Dude, I'd totally write Frank Ocean on my ballot. Even if it's just one
I'm
vote.
pretty sure you can write in for almost anybody, except the ones where it's just like two options.
Can I write in for like, what are they? The signs, like the solar power one that we were just talking about. For
127.
what are those things called?
Propositions.
Propositions. Can I just write in Frank Ocean for every prop? Why not?
Because it's
Yes or no for
Yes or
Proposition
no.
127,
Yes or
Frank
no.
Ocean.
Answer 3, Frank Ocean.
I'm gonna sound like an asshole. What was that gorilla that died?
Harambe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're not even an internet person.
I'm an old man.
You just
Might as well
find a
sit in
fucking
your
rock.
You
basement
know how many
and
people
cry.
wrote in Harambe during the elections?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how
They
many votes?
voted in Harambe and Aaron Rodgers got a couple votes. There's a lot of different like, write-ins because nobody wanted to vote for Hillary or Trump.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Because
It's just
it's
throwing-
better.
No, it's not.
No.
No.
Because now Trump is president.
I understand, but I'm saying like, but in their minds they were like, well, it's better than voting.
If
for
you're
Hillary
gonna
or
sit
Trump.
there and like go through the whole process of voting and you're just gonna meme it at the end, like
For
don't
the president of the United States.
for the next 4 years,
I'm just saying, I vote by mail, so there's
you still have to sit there, open the letter, like sit there and read the options.
It's a whole lot of effort.
yeah.
It's a lot of reading.
Read 3 names. Huh.
I forgot.
No,
Your
I
sis
read
can't
all
count
the
to 7.
directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. To make sure.
She's like so intricate. She's like folded perfectly in half. Perfect. All right. Oh no, a crease. Oh, I should just ask for a new ballot.
My parents like study like you know how you get the thing in the mail that's like what's on your ballot.
Yeah.
They
Oh, I have
study
that in my
like
car,
it's
actually.
homework. Like every night they'll sit down and like read it.
I don't even know what this is, but it's like ripped paper.
Okay.
Oh, it's just telling me public records indicate that you're eligible to vote in 2018.
Oh yeah.
Exciting.
I have like the whole ass like booklet in my car.
The booklet?
Yeah, they
I
send
just
me
had
like
one letter and I just fill out the ballot and sent
yeah.
it.
No, they
you
send
have
me
it
like
in downstairs. I read it at your house.
Oh, maybe my dad got it.
yeah.
How do you study voting? Like, is it not like how to vote? It's more like what the people are doing?
It's both
Yeah.
sides, like the general
Yeah.
information about the.
They give like a for and against, and then you kind of like read through, and different people like write in their opinions about it, and you can just read them
Can
all
I
at
be
one
of those
place.
opinions?
No.
Anyway, this guy didn't know who Frank Ocean was.
That's how you determine who's president.
Exactly.
Hey, he knows Frank Ocean. He's good.
But Donald Trump knows who Frank Ocean is.
I hope he doesn't.
I think he does because Frank talked some poop on his Tumblr one time. So he probably said something.
I mean, who hasn't talked shit about Donald Trump on their Tumblr at one point?
I don't have a Tumblr.
I don't have a Tumblr.
I don't have a Tumblr.
Roasted.
I'm the only one with a Tumblr. Okay.
No. There's someone else here.
Yeah, I thought it was some other loser with a Tumblr.
Fucking 2012 Tumblr, maybe, but like, I don't keep it updated, alright?
I remember this one chick in high school was showing me her Tumblr, and she had a picture of her sitting on her boyfriend's face on there, and he looked like he was crying. I was really confused why she posted that on there.
It's just that exciting.
He's still eating his Tumblr.
No, not. Just this is in the process.
Do you even
of
go
deleting
on there
his
anymore?
Tumblr. You know, just
Yeah.
deleting the app doesn't mean you deleted the account.
Yes, I did.
You didn't.
No, you
No,
didn't.
because sometimes I honestly like look at your Tumblr to see if you like.
See if you're cheating on her.
No.
She's like,
I
oh
just wanna
fuck,
see
he's
if
looking
you-
at other bugs
if
without
you-
me.
See if you like posted anything.
I don't like reblog anything, but I like go through and like a lot of shit,
Oh.
and I have my likes hidden. So
What a Tumblr.
What do you like on
thing to say.
Tumblr?
like movie stills, they have scripts and stuff, and then there's a bunch of like edgy pictures.
Describe.
Can you re-download it so
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
look
give
at
me
your
a look at
likes?
your
Or you can pull it up on your computer and we can all see it at once.
I'm facing the other direction. It's not fun.
There's this Instagram page that makes me laugh a lot. It posts these like things that look like headlines,
Like a news?
and then
Again, this is just perfect for people who are just listening.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
It's how I cured my reoccurring UTI by establishing residency in a cranberry bog.
She's like, let me tell you about all the things I can do with cranberries now.
Like that South Park episode.
I'm trying to find more.
I am a cranberry.
You're a cranberry.
Can I South Park?
Y'all
you?
like cranberry sauce?
No,
No.
I'm cool with cranberry sauce.
I
homemade
like
actually
it. Yeah.
is good.
Homemade.
What's the difference?
no.
Straight out the can, boy, right?
Yeah, same.
How
Dude,
yeah.
no, just open that
I
joint
thought
up
that
and
had to
dump it
make
right in the
homemade.
and then it
That's
just
And
so
you grab your
gross.
knife, you cut little slices of it, and
Oh no.
slap that on a
Can't
roll,
do it.
throw some turkey on that joint, some mashed potatoes.
this boy knows how to live. All y'all are
Boom.
like, you're worried about like canned germs or something, huh?
I just think
Ew.
it
Look,
tastes
it's
better.
little jelly, like
Yeah,
it's
I,
literally in the shape of the can. That's gross.
it's not appetizing.
Y'all ever open the
What do you mean?
fucking
The can
of
is
soup
the
before?
lines that you cut the cranberry at. You're like, oh yeah, follow that
No.
line with the can indented onto it.
Have you ever had homemade though?
Yeah,
It's alright.
can.
It's like
I just don't like
Fuck
that
you.
there's little like bits of cranberry in it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I'm chewing like a half chewed
I
cranberry.
want cranberry butter, pretty much.
Yeah.
Put on your
You
roll.
just
I want
smear
it as processed as possible.
What's wrong with that? I have my taste, you have yours. I'll have my own cranberry dressing with your cranberry sauce.
Very dressing.
Cranberry dressing.
It's not like I'm eating anything at Thanksgiving anyway, other than mashed potatoes. That's how
no one
You
Thanksgiving.
can, you can ask your mom to pack you cauliflower soup.
No one asked you to be vegetarian. Just saying.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
No, it sounded like you're complaining right now.
I'm just saying. That's what's gonna happen. Anyway, I have some more.
Can we stop whispering?
I'm just not trying to talk.
Secrets
over
don't
you
make
guys.
friends.
My fan's purple. Literally what I said. You see my sister's room. The whole room was purple.
It's very tiny.
The fan,
Yeah.
it
It's
does
little.
its job.
It doesn't look like it's been cleaned in a while.
You might want
I
to.
found a life hack. You get a bed sheet and you just pull all the dust off of it.
Ew, doesn't it just fall on you?
No, it's a bed sheet. You put the bed sheet over it and pull it out.
Are you just gonna use it?
Yeah,
Can I
I'm just
have
gonna
a
put my pillow back in it.
demonstration?
And
Why you put a
suck up
pillow
some
in
dead
a
skin
bed
cells.
sheet?
I meant a pillowcase. Now I understand the confusion.
You just drape it over like it's a ghost. Turn it on, fucking whoosh.
That'd be lit.
The tornado flew over.
Anyway, I have another one. I'm sorry your pet died. Have you tried CBD oil?
Jesus.
Friend who texted, I'm just now seeing this, awarded Pulitzer Prize in fiction.
100% Ben.
I
What did I text you the other day?
You text me a lot of
I
things.
put something in the group chat, and then you're like, I haven't even looked at it, even though he had saved the text in the group chat. And he was like, I see it now. And I
The
was
fact that you
nice.
like literally just open the chat, go through, save everything, and just close it. Like,
He's like, I don't got time to read this shit.
I just read it, save everything, and if I don't have anything to say, I just close it.
Which is all the time. It's like 1 o'clock last night when we were posting pictures of the logo and shit, and he was like, save. Bye. So I texted him and I was like, so what did you think, ass?
That's not what you said to me.
I said, what did you think about the logo?
Yeah.
Or did you see it or something?
click,
Like,
take a pic.
no.
It's be a bad time for me to pee.
Yeah, because there's really nowhere for you to go.
I can find a way.
It's gonna make so much noise.
I can be quiet.
Bet.
You want to see my ninja skills?
Bet.
I thought you were careful about your string. Self-conscious about it.
I got this. See, I don't need to move.
Hey, Mark, are you gonna download Diablo for your phone?
No.
Why not?
It's like asking if I'm gonna buy that Warcraft remaster game. I don't care about it. I'm still waiting for the original World of Warcraft to come out, the classic mode of WoW. That's all I played when I was younger, and they're still like, "Oh, we're gonna put it out next year." I meant next year. I meant next year. I meant next year.
One more.
One more.
Maybe next year. Anything you want to talk about, man? How's work?
It's alright.
Same old stuff.
Yeah, man.
Tell us the most exciting story that happened the last time you were at work. 'Cause last time it was actually really good.
I mean, yesterday there was a lady came in with her Shiba.
Oh,
That's pretty rad.
what was its name?
There's something in Japanese.
Oh,
It could have been the same lady who almost hit me on the way to my work.
Does she have a Shiba in her car?
Yep.
What was she driving?
I don't. You knew what she was driving?
Yeah, I went outside and I saw her in her car.
That's a little sketch. No, but I was turning into work, and there's like the light, and then my work. So, the light's green to go. I start going. Shiba car's next to me. We're driving, and then like I have to slow down because I have to turn into work. And then this lady just starts merging into my lane. No blinker, no nothing. So like, I have a 2019 Kia Forte, brand new. Don't
Flex.
hit my car. Weird flex, but okay. And like, so I'm like, I have to swerve into almost the entire other side of the road, and then I was like honking my horn, and I just see her swerve back. Poor dog, by the way. He was in the back seat with his head out the window. Didn't see him again after that. But yeah, and then the worst thing about it was then I saw there was a cop stopped at the light going the other direction, and then as soon as I honked, he turned his lights on, and I was like, oh great. And then he just turned and followed the truck, and I was like, cool, 10 out of 10. You have a ghost in the door. You ain't funny.
okay. So which was she driving? So we can
I
decide.
had no
if we-
idea what she was. I was just filled with rage.
It was an accident. Calm down.
I was just filled with rage.
Doors
so I didn't
closed.
see what she was driving. I
New
just,
one's
I
open.
just remembered the Shiba and just some dumb lady.
Anger.
So what did the lady look
Oh, duh.
I don't know. Actually. It was literally. I knew it was a female.
Can you
And
describe
there
it
was
to
a
like a
dog.
police sketcher?
No.
Yeah, describe her to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sketch it.
Describe him to me. I have no idea.
We'll have Ben describe her to me, and then I'll show you.
What she
Yeah.
looked like.
She was an older lady, skinny, with blonde hair.
Is she the one that always brings her dog to G's too?
Probably. She just walked around in Target with her dog.
Yeah, she always walks through the library.
I'm excited to get SWAT on the next episode. Because everyone's just giving me all the information about where we live.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh,
It's not like you're streaming it.
Bleep. Yeah, I think she was blonde, but yeah, she can't drive.
It was like
Similar.
a small gray car, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's her.
great.
Yeah.
I hope she. When was this?
Yesterday.
Yes. She was hitting the witch. What the hell?
Oh my god.
Our town is way too small. So for me today at work, we were feeding people, and I have like a specific memory of remembering this woman that we're feeding because she asks for 2 bowls of soup.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Did you explain your job so this doesn't sound like you're feeding random people?
Sounds like me.
I'm a cook at a retirement home. But we're feeding these people just like I'm serving as a cook, and then she asks for 2 bowls of soup like she always does. Everything's fine, she leaves. And then a nurse comes in and says to me, hey, this lady, the one I gave 2 bowls of soup to, she didn't eat. She's complaining about not eating and walking up and down the hallway saying, oh, I didn't eat anything today. Why hasn't anyone fed me? All this shit. And I'm like, no, I specifically remember giving her 2 bowls of soup. So then, again, this whole argument with this lady, with this nurse, who then tells me that her sugar is getting low. So then she has to give the lady, like, breakfast juice, so like cranberry, apple,
Gotta fill her
orange.
sugar tank.
But here's the thing: if it's not breakfast time, they can't have those juices. We give them like the little to-go fucking breakfast juices that they can take, and they have it there at their nursing station in the fridge, so it's cold and good. And this lady has to come all the way down to the kitchen to ask to get this breakfast juice. So I'm standing here arguing with this lady, and she's like throwing a fit about not being able to have the orange juice, and I was like, it's literally a rule. The machine is literally off. We turn it off after breakfast so nobody comes in here and takes the juices. You can dispense it, but all that's going to come out is water with like leftover orange syrup, which would be gross and not fill her sugar. So then I go into the dry storage and I give her the juice, and I'm like, from like the to-go but cup one, and she's just like, how am I supposed to know that that's going to give her the same sugar levels that we need? And I was like, how many of them do you need? Do you want a whole tray so she can drink all of them? Do you want me to go to Safeway and buy you a gallon? Like, I don't understand what you want from me. Her sugar levels are low. There's more than just giving her juice to do for her. So then, moral of the story, at the end of it, I gave this lady 2 bowls of soup. The main, which is like chicken enchiladas, rice, and corn.
In soup?
2 bowls of soup, yeah. And a salad, and 3 of the to-go orange juices because the nurses didn't believe that it was enough sugar in them.
It's gonna die, dude.
That's how today at work went. She hasn't eaten, her sugar level's too low, and I was like, okay, I'm done arguing with this lady. So I just texted my boss, and I was like, you need to yell at people tomorrow because I'm not dealing with it again.
Today I just woke up, ate donuts, and played Fallout 76.
That's gonna be me tomorrow. Mine's donuts.
I'll be at work, so have fun.
Nerd.
I
Who
work
works
at
anymore?
2.
You work till 2?
I work at 2 till 9. So I'm gonna sleep in and watch some episodes of Ozark tonight.
You're gonna miss the game. I'm so hyped for that game. Patriots and Packers. I really hope we don't lose. I'd be really upset.
No.
Just as likes to play with fire even inside. What a terrible person.
Even though he has super flammable
Severe
Cement.
flammable.
on
Oh.
him.
That'd be hype.
Light your hand
I'm
on
just
fire,
kidding.
please.
Please don't.
It's already
I
done.
hope your nail combusts.
Me too.
Just like,
I have a cool nail.
what?
I would have a cool nail.
Oh, they said you had a cool nail. I was like, which one? The Coke nail?
Do you guys have a favorite nail?
No.
Excuse me. Do you have a
Yeah,
favorite nail?
this one.
I have a really ugly nail. Has a crack in it like constantly.
I just cut them and go
Right.
home.
I like my
Go
pink-
home. You're not at home cutting them. Ben specifically leaves his house and he's like, I cut my nails today.
He cuts them in the Walgreens parking lot.
He walks outside. He's like, you want these this week? It's okay. I'll give them to the homeless guy at Safeway.
Sir, we've asked you 12 times to go away this year. I like my pinky nail. It's just really small and cute.
I've literally not paid attention to it.
So
That's
you're
what
saying
happens
small
when you have a
things.
hand fetish.
You have a hand fetish?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're watching, have you watched, what is it? Ant Canada?
No.
It's literally just a dude that takes care of ants. And the first thing she said, Bugs, Ben. The girl for Bugs.
Uh-huh.
The first thing she said was, oh, that dude has nice hands. Because it's all it shows is him fucking with the ants with his hands.
So
Do you want to see his hands?
no, I'm so
Can
good.
we get your
So
opinion?
They just look like hands. He's a Filipino dude, though. Are you Ants Canada?
No.
That doesn't
Here,
have
look at
Abby,
my
look at his
hands.
hands.
Is it him?
No.
They're too fluffy.
My hands aren't pretty.
She's calling him Fluffy.
Yeah.
Fluffy hands?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Not
She
fluffy,
said I'm
but...
fat.
No. I wouldn't say
Poor
fluffy, but
Ben.
more like puffy.
That's not better.
I
Long,
hope that
skinny
everyone
hands.
listening
I
is
hate
just
them.
imagining.
You know what I
Ben's
mean.
hand covered in fur.
Like, compare you guys' hands. You see how hers are like really thin and skinny, like twigs.
So
and his
you're
is like.
calling him fat?
So I have twig fingers.
I'm not saying that
Fucking Jack Skeleton over here.
Skeleton?
you're just big boned.
What?
You got some big bones.
You know what they say about big bones? A lot of milk.
I do drink a lot of milk.
I bet you breastfed when you were younger, huh?
I breastfed?
Breastfed?
I was breastfed or I do breastfed?
You were breastfed when you were younger.
I don't know, man. Like I asked my mom that.
Go home and
Hey,
ask
did
her.
you let me suck your titty? When I
God.
Let's take it to a whole new level.
Ask her just like that.
It's like this
I
porno
can't even
video I
imagine
saw.
what her reaction would be.
I really want you to ask.
She would just be like,
But like,
what did you just ask me?
you have to ask and then like
Walk away.
silently record it.
I'll be in the background just like recording it.
Hey Ma, you let me suck your titty when I was a kid.
How old till I wasn't on the titty no more?
I don't remember, fucking weirdo.
It was June 3rd at exactly 3 p.m. It was the last time. And I miss it every day.
Said you fat fuck. You're not gonna have any more milk.
She's like, all right, this is it. No more.
We're going to the store and getting formula right now.
All my mom tells me is that I ate eggs all the time
Ew.
and something else, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, and I was drinking coffee at like age 6.
Oh,
Why?
same.
What do you mean why? Because
Same.
coffee is life.
Yeah.
It stunts your growth.
I'm taller
I'm-
than both of you.
I'm taller.
I'm taller.
I'm tired of both y'all.
I'm taller than both.
I'm 6 foot, so.
I wasn't sane. I'm not sane and stunts your growth.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought you said I was insane. And I was like, okay.
Well, you do drink coffee a lot.
When did you guys start drinking coffee then?
I was like,
11.
I used to like sneak coffee.
Like 16?
What?
Oh no.
Ah, that's a harsh life you live.
Like
I
12
was
and
drinking coffee in
13.
middle school, like my life depended on it.
Same.
No, 12 and 13, I would like sneak coffee whenever my parents made some or like Monsters and stuff. But then like 14, 15, like I realized I can just go buy my own or make my own. And then, yeah, I've been doing that ever since. And now
I
It's like
feel
a
like
crack
I
addict telling a
probably
story.
am more of a coffee connoisseur than you guys, though.
Oh, is that how it is now?
I feel like
So
I
wait,
am.
wait, but Ben said that he didn't start drinking coffee until 11. That's still young.
Yeah, that is still young.
I'm taller than everyone here.
Exactly. So the stunted growth thing is just a bunch of...
It's probably
I think
decaf.
there's a lot of
What
other
the
things
fuck?
at play here, like genetics.
it's probably decaf.
I'm
that's
literally
right.
the tallest person in my family.
I'm saying,
So
like,
maybe
you
coffee
can't
actually
make
makes you taller.
you can't make
Yes,
that
exactly. Drugs.
judgment.
Drugs.
based on this.
What?
Caffeine's a drug.
Like, I've looked at old family photos, and there's not one person that's, like, tall.
I'm just saying you can't make that judgment based on the people in this room.
There has to be scientific
All right,
evidence.
I'm gonna post a survey on our college website.
No.
What?
In
How
the
tall are
Just-
you, and did you drink coffee?
Just
Yes,
to bring...
6 foot.
No.
No,
That's
6
not
foot.
a good scientific study.
How old were you when you started
Okay,
coffee?
so here's what we do. I get a girl pregnant, and from
Oh.
day one,
You breastfeed
that
coffee.
kid gets nothing but coffee.
Dies.
Dude, its fucking little heart is just gonna pump like a hamster running on a hamster wheel.
I'll like do research on like how much caffeine can I make?
You want me to bring up the...
I have caffeine pills you could use, just like
Oh yeah,
they're powder
yeah,
and you just
uh-huh.
no, just mix it in with
I'll
this
put-
food.
like a Splenda, dude. Just mix it all together.
No, like
Okay, but-
just the caffeine pill.
So he's eating just the caffeine pill. I don't understand.
We just mix caffeine into the formula.
Yeah, it's like creatine with baby food.
So here's the next scientific fucking research you make. You have another baby, but this time it's just straight creatine the whole time.
But
See
you
how
have a third baby as, like, your
Control.
No
your
coffee.
control. Yeah.
What if that one
Is
ends up with like Down
control
syndrome
no
or something?
coffee at all, or coffee when they're older?
No coffee.
At all.
Ever.
Ever.
Until
You
they
would
die.
have no coffee. You would need to have no coffee. You would need to have coffee when they're older. Coffee from the beginning.
You're gonna have a lot of kids.
So I'm gonna have two
Really
pet
exciting.
babies. Two more babies.
And you need to have more than one, like, test to make sure it's a...
So I'm
And
gonna have
also-
4 dead
See,
babies.
Repetition is key.
This is where it gets tricky because then you have to worry about genders too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to have,
So you have to eliminate
So I'm gonna
that
have,
variable.
like 12 dead babies.
and then you got to get
We're
rid
gonna
of
need to bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
like there could be some with extra chromosomes. Like you got to like make sure
Just my kid's retarded.
you could have one. You could have a couple autistic kids.
A couple.
I feel like autism isn't a chromosome thing.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, I have more chromosomes than you, so shut up.
Suicide by words.
Just witnessed a breakup right here.
What do you mean more chromosomes?
I have more than you.
He's got an extra Y.
Yeah.
Mine's longer.
I take special vitamins. Do you?
Yeah, Flintstones.
I used to have Flintstone vitamins, and then I put them on top of the fridge because I was like, oh, I'll just take those every day when I'm eating breakfast. And I just didn't eat breakfast.
You used
So,
to Flintstone vitamins.
no, I forgot they're there. And then, like, 2 years later, I found them, and I started taking them again. And, like, I knew they weren't going to do shit, but I just took
Do
them.
pills expire?
Yeah.
Do all pills expire?
Wait, aren't vitamins? I don't think vitamins expire,
I
do
feel
they?
like vitamins is just dirt.
No, they...
Dirt.
Okay, Google.
Wait, I have
Do vitamins
something.
expire?
It reminded me of a story. So you know those little gummy vitamins that we were just talking about?
The ones that I eat?
I use the candy, like Flintstone ones, like the powdered candy ones.
Oh,
not
well,
gummies.
okay.
I was enriched, thanks.
I eat the
Mine's-
gummy ones right now.
Anyways.
My dad has the vitamin C, like, gummy vitamins. And instead of just taking them in the morning with, like, his breakfast or something, he takes them, puts them in a little plastic bag, and takes them to work with him like they're some kind of treat or something.
It's not a treat. He's trying to flex on his coworkers. He's like, look at these pills, boys.
Hey, I can just chew them. It's like a gummy snack right here.
So when vitamins expire, they lose their potency.
Yeah.
So they're not expired.
They're not really
Just
expired.
take-
they
just
just
have
take
as
some
much as
extra,
they
yeah.
yeah.
So instead of taking one vitamin a day, you take 2.
Did you know on the take one a day vitamins it says take 2 per day?
I did know that.
Yeah.
Scandal. So, one more thing that I did with the kids, you know, like the emergency packs?
Yeah.
I used to like mess around with those and like just dump the whole powder pack in your mouth.
And then
spit
drink
it all
water
out.
with it?
Gross.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
just straight up eat the powder like with
But
my
didn't it-
sisters.
Could you swallow it?
Yeah,
You
it's-
didn't,
it
like-
just makes your mouth all bubbly.
I want to get like one of
What?
those like sticks that come with the fun stick,
I never
Or
had
that Fun Dip?
emergency.
Fun Dip?
and then just
Huh?
use that with
I never had
emergency.
emergency.
Oh, really?
Gross. You never had emergency before?
No.
We're
Apparently,
having emergency.
I only
for you
had
right
it
after this
once.
podcast.
I have a whole box that
Oh,
I just
yeah.
bought yesterday because I
No.
think I'm getting sick. But like,
My mom
You
was
came to my house and you're
super
sick.
into that.
Yeah, it's not like a contagious sick. It's just like a head cold. Like my
He's in a head
How do
cold
you
us
know
all.
that?
I have a head
Because I
cold
get them
now.
like 4 times a year.
Contagious head cold.
You get head colds 4
What was
times
the
a year.
sickest you guys have ever been?
He almost
I
died.
had, I had
Yeah.
pneumonia.
Oh, pneumonia.
I had
Okay.
tetanus and the flu at the same time.
Holy hell! How'd you get tetanus?
You know, there's a lot of rusted metal around in Arizona.
You fell on some rusted metal.
You know,
Stepped on it, right?
My sister ran like all into her legs, like one of the I don't know what kind of cactus it is, like the round one, but it's like real short.
The barrel cactus.
The barrel cactus. She just ran.
Sorry.
She just ran right into one of those when she was super young. So then she had like a bunch of cactus thorns and had to go to the hospital and make sure she gets like a tetanus shot because God knows about plants and all this
Really?
stuff.
They could have tetanus?
I guess so.
Mhm.
They had to like give her one, and she was like, I got 6 shots in my belly button. Good for you, kid.
I like your impression. Okay.
The worst I've ever got was strep.
What?
That's it.
Yeah.
You've never had like
I take care of
I had
myself.
pneumonia and then I had mono.
Like, if I feel like
I got mono. It was super bad my sophomore year.
if I feel like I'm getting sick, like I hammer
Junior
myself
year.
with like drugs. And I
I-
don't leave my house.
I literally had strep so much. I literally had it all the time when I was a little kid, and that's why I had to get my tonsils out.
I
And
haven't had any of that removed. Molars, tonsils, none of it.
I haven't had anything.
I was
removed.
the youngest baby to like, get like tubes in my ears.
you
Apparently.
got your molar teeth removed?
No.
He meant
I
wisdom.
said wisdom, yeah. What's smaller?
Molar, the
Mole?
back, the back teeth.
Wisdom teeth are molars.
Yeah, I was
But-
going to say.
Yeah, but all
People
the
just
molars.
don't usually call them.
Wisdom teeth are molars, but not all molars are wisdom teeth.
I remember the sickest
All
that I'd
squares are
ever been
rectangles, but not all
was this one time I got
rectangles
the
are
stomach
squares.
flu. And I
Why'd you
threw
do
up
that?
for 3 days straight, and I had no energy to like. By like the end of the first day, I had no energy to like get up and go to the bathroom and throw up. So I was just like, I'm just gonna puke on the floor because I can't
Did you have
move
tile
my
or carpet?
carpet.
Rip.
I was like, I cannot move my body right now, and that was the sickest I've ever been.
I just remember, like, I was super young when I got pneumonia, and I remember, like, getting really sick and throwing up, and then going to the doctors, and then the doctors were just like, we're going to have you stay the night. I was like, I'm just sick. And then I didn't realize that I could die from pneumonia until my grandma came and was, like, bawling her eyes out when she saw me, and I was like, is everything okay?
Actually, you have leukemia. We're gonna keep you here indefinitely.
So I think Justice just needs to get cut out of the entire podcast.
Am I too real for you guys?
I think mono is probably second to pneumonia, though, because mono is, like, it makes your entire body feel like shit. It ain't no game.
I remember learning about mono when you're in like the 7th grade, and every time I got like a sore throat or anything, I was like, it's mono, because they were always like, you can die from it or whatever.
I didn't know what it was until, because it was my junior year, and then I had just gotten broken up with for cheating on a girlfriend. And so I went to my mom, and she's like, we're going to do blood work, because she works at the hospital. And just went in there and did blood work, and she's like, it's probably strep throat. And then the next day, I get a call in the morning from my mom, and she's like, Marco! And I was like, what? And she's like, you have mono. And I was like, oh boy. And I remember having to, like, tell the 2 other girls that I had it, and I was like, it was one of you. I'm not kissing anybody else, it's one of you.
One time I was at the doctor and they did blood work and they're like, so you have syphilis. And I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, just joking.
What? No.
They're like, you're good. You're fine. Nothing's
That's
wrong
not
with you.
allowed.
And I was like,
It's like, what movie am I in right now?
so yeah, that happened to me one time. But the only reason I think that happened is because I knew the doctor, like, as a family friend. And they thought it was okay to...
Well, that's a part of the story you just leave out to make it sound way worse.
No, it was just like, regardless of what you do, that's still fucked up. They're doing sign language over here.
But it's telling me to go.
He took like one ASL class and was like,
Dude, I don't remember anything from ASL.
My sister, so my family's super homophobic.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's get into this.
And my sister was taking ASL, and Alyssa was in it, my best friend, and her friend was in it, who's trans, and they would always like, you'd have to be partnered with someone, you know, practice your sign language, and my sister would always get partnered with Alyssa and her trans friend. And then I didn't realize that it was Alyssa, and Alyssa didn't know that this was my sister. And so my sister would be like, "There's so many gay people in my ASL class," and she would always be like a bitch about it. And then it all came out that she was talking to my best friend and her other friend, and so then I told them to be extra gay. So they'd always be like, I went to my girlfriend's, and they weren't even dating anyone.
Extra gay.
Yeah, just to like
Describe extra gay.
Like, I'd be like
justice?
like they'd make up how they were. They'd make up how they were hanging out with like their girlfriend all weekend and stuff, and just really pushing it.
Okay.
Push it real good.
Push it. Oh, God.
I feel like you wanted to say something about
Extra gay.
transsexuals or something like
What
that.
did I want to say?
As soon as she mentioned it, you were like, real excited.
That is really cold.
Transsexual?
Transsexuals are really cold.
Have you ever cuddled with one?
A transsexual?
Yeah, they're really cold.
You can't say I have.
You ever felt one?
Huh?
I took care of one time.
I'm gonna cut this whole part out. Anyways. Anything else? Anything burning?
I want to
Talk
die.
about-
Can we introduce all your dogs?
No.
Why?
Because they're annoying.
All dogs are, but they're especially annoying.
Get out.
Alright, so Justice
Yeah,
isn't in the podcast.
Jeff out.
Okay, no,
Definitely cut
let me
out.
explain.
It's just gonna be beep every time you talk.
No, like, every dog is annoying, but at different levels. Like, some's like, okay, like, it's cool and it's cute, but then there's dogs like Chihuahuas that
It's
just,
cool and it's cute.
yeah, but then there's Chihuahuas that just don't know how to shut the fuck up. And
So
My
you're
dog
saying,
is
like-
never annoying.
Big dogs are cool, but like little dogs are annoying.
I think the, like, size has something to do with it, yeah.
So size
Is it-
does matter.
With dogs, yes.
Go on record.
I'm just gonna cut the dog part. Yes.
Should we get a cat?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Love cats.
cats are disgusting.
I think so too, but like,
I might get one when my brother comes back. He might bring Daisy, and she'll be mine.
Like
Can I
2001
meet her?
Daisy,
He?
Space Odyssey.
Oh,
Ding.
my brother has a cat named Daisy, and she's kind of really old and like doesn't really like his other cat. So
It's because they're old. Old people don't like anything. Old cats don't like anything.
I have that video. I actually have it out of my dog singing for you.
I want to, like, talk about movies.
Okay.
What movies have y'all seen recently?
We rewatched all the Star Wars movies.
And,
Best Star Wars movie.
oh, I got an oddball.
Where are you going to me first?
Because I already know Ben's
Oh yeah? What's Ben's?
3.
Oh shit.
In chronological order, or like,
What?
What's your favorite?
It's either 2 or...
we're talking about prequels?
Wait, like prequel 2 or like 5?
Just
Did
say
you
the
watch
title
it?
because you're confusing everyone.
It's either Attack of the Clones or Rogue One.
Okay, I'll give him credit because Attack of the Clones, like,
Poop.
it's not that bad. Like, it set up a lot of shit.
Yeah, I love going to movies for setup. It's like playing Halo 5.
I
I just like watching the Battle of Geonosis.
that too. The fucking like.
So you like the Battle of Geonosis in 2. That's it.
And the Camino part. It's pretty rad. Where like he fights Jango.
Yeah. Okay, so like, I like episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Just because like that's when all that shit pops off, and there's dead Jedis, and like everything just kind of falls apart. And you're just like, holy
Have you
shit.
heard of the tragedy of Darth Pelagius?
Dark Plagueis?
Dark Plague?
Darth Pelagius?
Darth Plague?
Plague.
I agree with you on 3. Also because like when I was God knows how young when that movie finally came out.
That was the first time I cried in a movie theater.
Okay, I didn't cry, but it was like super wild seeing Anakin Skywalker be Darth Vader because I had no fucking clue.
Okay, I'll set the story up for you. So like, I was the biggest Star Wars fan. Like I had all the movies like on VHS and DVD and shit. And me and my mom went to the midnight release of the new Star Wars movie. And I was wearing my little Jedi robe with my toy lightsaber. And I had a Star Wars shirt and like Star Wars pajamas. And I was like, this is going to be so cool. Like everything's going to go great. I'm going to see all my favorite characters. Like, that shit rocked my world. Next thing you know, fucking Anakin's in there killing Jedi younglings. And that's when I started crying. I was like, I'm literally one of the younglings right now. And I could have
The
died.
children too.
Padme, you cut down the younglings.
And then, like, it all just fucking goes south from there. Like, all my favorite Jedi start dying, and then next thing you know, Padme's dead. Fucking Obi-Wan and him are, like, fighting.
That battle is the best battle in any Star Wars.
I literally cried. I'm starting to tear up thinking about it. Like, I'm not joking.
Have you seen the Star Wars? All of them?
I don't know names of them though.
Okay, episode 1 through 8. 8? Is it 8? Or is it 9?
8, no.
Yeah, but then it's backwards, isn't it?
No.
No.
It's the way it's supposed to be. They just released 4 through 6 first. Like,
Yeah.
heroes.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
So 4 is
A New Hope.
hand gets cut off.
What?
4?
What?
When Luke's hand gets cut off. Is that 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you,
episode
like,
And then 5 is when
that's when they go to, not Hoth, they go to Cloud City.
right, and 5 is Hoth. Right?
No, because Cloud City is when he gets his hand cut off.
Right. But I'm saying the next movie is Hoth.
I thought Hoth was... Yeah, no, because, yeah, they,
The ice planet. And then 6 is the
Endor.
Emperor dies and Darth Vader dies.
It's because they're trying to rebuild, and then they find their base on Endor, and then, yeah.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
These movies are how old?
Yeah, I don't.
Like 70s, 80s?
You should just confirm. 4 is hand cut off, 5 is Hoth, 6 is Emperor and Darth Vader dies.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 is you find Anakin and he does the pod race.
Yeah.
2 is fucking Jar Jar Binks.
Now this is pod racing!
No. Episode 1 is Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's 2?
Episode 2 is when they
Oh,
find...
Attack of the Clones. Duh.
Yeah, Anakin and Padme get stuck on Geonosis.
Count Dooku cuts off Anakin's hand in 2. And 3 is Darth Vader. And then 6 and 7.
Do it.
No, it's only
Do
7.
it now.
It's not 8, it's 7.
What?
It's 7 because it was Force Awakens
Oh,
and The Last
yeah.
Jedi, so it's only 7.
I was counting Rogue One.
No, it's 8. 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. Yep.
Rogue One and
It's really hard to count.
Solo don't count.
Yeah, but it's 4, 5, 6, and then
Force Awakens and, yeah, Last Jedi.
7, 8.
So have you seen all 8? You've been on your phone this whole time.
No, because I'm looking at the covers. Because
That's not going to help you. They're all the same with doing this pose and like...
No, it will help.
The
me.
Tron pose, by the way. Stolen straight from Tron.
It's George Lucas. He's got enough money to handle the lawsuits.
Did you watch the show? Star Wars: The Clone Wars?
Oh, hell yeah.
Which one?
I'm sorry?
The second one, right?
The animated one or like the new one?
Wasn't there just an animated movie and then there was the show?
No.
There's the second one, and that's like the best.
The second one's really good, but the one before that, it was like actual like animated
Like
style.
Samurai Jack animation.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like so many clone battles and shit in that. But like the newer one,
It's like it's called Clone Wars or something.
no, but like that one was strictly like clone battles and shit. And then the new one's like really good with like a bunch of storyline.
And like adding to why Anakin starts turning into Darth Vader, and then Anakin gets a Padawan,
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Did you watch that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best one.
Anyway, New Hope is my favorite.
That's fair.
Fair answer.
Uncle Ben and
Oldie but goodie.
or is it Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of
Uncle
Spider-Man
Ben
too.
always dies.
There's a Fallout New Vegas Easter egg about that.
Yeah.
You
So,
go to, was it Novak?
no.
No,
It was in the,
Nipton.
yeah.
Nipton. It's just like there's just a burnt RV with 2 burnt skeletons. And it says like, what does it say on it?
It said their name. What are their names? You
Aunt-
said you knew their names.
it's not Aunt May.
Uncle Ben and Aunt May. Spider-Man came. It's Disney.
Luke's,
Oh, one's like the girl's name is like Hoba or some shit like that. It starts
Oh
with an
yeah,
H,
it's a weird name. Yeah.
And then
Why
the
do I
other
think it's like one of
was-
them's Owen?
Yeah, Uncle Owen. Yeah,
that's
you
what
got
I
it.
was. It's not Uncle
Oh,
Ben.
because Ben
Yeah.
is Ben Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's Uncle Owen, and then it's Hoba. I want to say it.
We need a fact check right
She
now.
was thinking about Joe.
Can we get the Carfax?
We need the Carfax on
My
this.
man Joba.
Is anybody gonna look it up, or are we just saying get
Oh,
the
yeah.
Carfax? Yeah, get the Carfax. Where's it at?
I wish Star
Any
Wars.
other movie stuff?
I wish Star Wars was still good, but there's this really good.
Wait, so you didn't like Last Jedi at all?
I like The Last Jedi
Why did you say I wish Star Wars was still good?
because I can tell it's going downhill, but I don't think it was awful.
I hated Last Jedi.
Last Jedi was garbage.
I hated Last Jedi.
But I have a different.
Remember that Asian girl? Worst character in any Star Wars.
Rose.
Okay, her and what's his face's storyline, like that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, because we thought the whole time that Rey and
I wanna
Finn were gonna be together.
backtrack there. It's Owen and Beru.
Beru.
Sorry.
Sounds like some Skyrim names.
They're
Continue.
aliens.
Sorry.
Like, because the whole time you think that Rey and Finn were gonna be together, and there's like, here's Rose, she gave him a kiss. Now they're in love, but not really, because Finn likes Rey. But Rey doesn't know what love's about. Hey, you see these green milk? Ha ha ha. I don't know if I like need to watch it again, but the first time I watched it, the whole time, like, even when things weren't funny, there was like a family behind me that was just losing their shit about like the dumbest stuff.
I just like, I don't know, fucking like the whole casino shit. Like, I don't care about a casino on some random ass planet and they're trying to like escape it or whatever.
It just went way back to the prequel trilogy.
I hate to say it.
Senate and money and all this stuff.
I just hate like all the Star Wars have the same formula. We need to blow up the bad guys' shit before they kill us all. Am I wrong?
The prequels didn't.
I'm talking about like the good ones.
Whoa.
Overall, like the best Star Wars, like
Someone's gonna get mad.
like A New Hope, they gotta blow up the Death Star.
Empire Strikes Back.
Blow up the Death Star. 7, they have to blow up the planet before it kills them all.
Star Killer Base.
Yeah. Literally, it's just them
The only
trying.
thing good about that came out of the new Star Wars is all the Kylo Ren memes. Like, putting his voice mask on different scenes he's done in different movies, and then Lego Kylo Ren in Last Jedi.
Swallow Ren.
Swallow Ren.
I like
French.
the little like bird stuffed animal looking. Yeah, the porgs in that one. I think those are
It's
cute.
literally just a callback to the, what's it called?
Ewoks.
Ewoks, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally all it is.
It's
It's
dumb
like,
as
oh,
fuck.
it's a cute creature. Oh my god, Chewbacca's eating it.
It's so forced.
The Ewoks were ugly though.
What?
Excuse me, what?
What?
Did you not watch the ending of the last movie when they're all dancing, having a party?
They're gross.
They're just midgets in a costume.
Yeah.
Just like R2-D2.
One of
It's like the
but
Oompa
they're
Loompas in Willy
gross.
Wonka.
They look fucking gross.
I think she's
Abby has a
like,
problem with small people.
Magic.
The Oompa
Abby doesn't
Loompas
like
are
midgets.
gross too.
yeah.
What?
The Oompa Loompas are gross too.
Like the old ones or the new ones or both?
Both.
I thought the new ones were cool because the way that they did it, it's literally just one dude. And they just multiplied him with editing.
That way you have to employ less midgets.
They're hard to come by these days.
Well, you know, they came from the Wampa tree. And they gave him that weird bug, and he was like, oh my god, this bug good.
What I was gonna say,
Sorry.
there's this really good third-party movie. It's an indie film. It's called The Midnighters. I suggest you guys watch it.
Is the movie's called Midnighters?
It's called The Midnighters, and it's like a heist film, and it's about this kid who's planning a heist, and his dad, who like just got out of jail for doing the same shit when he was a kid, he's dying, and like I don't want to give too much away, but it's basically like a coming back together story about that, and it's really fucking good.
I feel like you just really like heist movies, like Baby Driver, this movie. You bet you like the second Batman, huh?
No.
You didn't like Heath Ledger's Joker?
I liked it, but like, I don't know. I think I don't remember the fuck what it's called. The one with Bane.
Ew.
I just like the tone in that story. I don't know.
Remember when there was good Batman movies? Or just Batman movies in general? What's DC doing, man?
I just miss Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Cocaine.
You need to chill.
Mr. Freeze.
Now, who is your daddy and what does he do? I can just sit there and watch Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes for like 3 hours.
Now he's like a mayor or whatever now.
Is it senator? Governor? No, governor of California. Well, not
He
anymore.
used to be.
He's not anymore?
Yeah.
Who is it now?
Some random ass. He's been out of office for a few years.
That's upsetting. What is he doing?
Hanging
Making
out.
movies, dying.
Living
Speaking
well.
of like superhero movies though, I saw this post on Instagram the other day, and there's people like voting on who should be the next Captain America because obviously Chris Evans is leaving.
Oh, I wanted to talk about something too.
But like somebody put in the poll that it should be John Cena. Captain America. It's like the stupidest shit I've ever
Why am I not mad at that?
He's just throwing the shield like you can see.
He's like, I'll do it, but I have to wear my camo shorts the whole time.
Just over this like spandex.
What do you think of the new Aquaman?
I've gone completely under my radar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like one that I'm like, that actually doesn't look too bad.
Somebody was talking about it the other day and saying that literally the entire trailer, there's not more than maybe 3 seconds of actual like people. All of it's just CGI and like.
What do you expect about a movie like underwater with fish people?
I understand.
Do we go find those people and pay them to act?
Definitely, or you can be cool and like Minecraft it.
You know
Make
how
a glass box underneath the ocean and start recording.
you know
it
how
from there.
expensive practical effects are?
Do you know how well practical effects movies go?
You know how long they take?
Okay, well, if DC wasn't trying to pump out movies every fucking year,
What do you think
then
every
everything
movie
would be
studio
fine.
is trying to do? What do you think Marvel's doing? Half of
Yeah.
that shit's CG, and that's like your favorite movie series.
Right, but there's people and faces.
You think they're blowing up New York every fucking week?
Hell yeah!
And rebuild it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like
What are you saying then?
like it's all computer generated.
Yes. So
There's-
is almost every movie nowadays.
Like, where's the makeup for like fish people? Where's like the detail in that sort of sense?
They're not going to put that much budget into a movie that they probably know is going to flop already. Just saying.
Okay, so we're on the same page. So the people who know that they're not going to do well aren't going to try as hard.
Let's just Avatar it.
Hell yeah! Which one?
Avatar 2.
What?
Like
James Cameron?
the Airbender, or James
Oh,
Cameron?
The
James
Navi?
Cameron.
Okay.
Navi? Do you want to touch my tail?
No.
Put it back in.
We just talk about how they were always having sex with those flying monsters every time they were flying them.
They have to get the connection somehow.
Yeah, get the connection.
For
Stick
free.
it in. Yeah.
Connection.
How do you think you get your connections?
I don't stick my pee-pee into animals. That's definitely not what I do. I don't know where you're going, but that's not what happens with me. I think I need to call the cops.
How do you get it in? Oh, I just find the nearest dragon and just fucking connect with it.
How do you think Kevin Spacey gets his connections?
And with that, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Thank you again to Abby, Justice, Ben, and Margot for joining me in my room. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Bye!